Hi there, this is Cathryn Dall with Network in Action Eastside. Today I have joining me Monica Chen with Northwest Family Law. Monica, thank you so much for taking some time today to meet with me. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. So I know in chatting with you earlier that you've been in family law for quite some time. You've actually been practicing 13 years. I'd love you to share why you decided to go into family law and, how you got to where you are today.
Sure. Well, I actually grew up as a kid of divorced parents several times, not the same, set of parents, but step parents and things like that. And I think that I really learned how hard it was for kids firsthand. And that's kind of where my passion grew in terms of helping people transition through what is a really difficult time in their life, oftentimes the most difficult period of their life, going through divorce and breakup, and splitting of households, things like that. And so I really feel passionate about helping people, helping kids, and just being that advocate for them that helps get them through the process. Absolutely.
That's really great how you were able to transition your own experiences into a way that you can now help others further along in their journeys and in life, and not only them as adults, but their children too, and how they're impacted. Obviously, you're working with people who are most likely going through a very difficult phase in their life. What keeps you motivated and inspired? What's really your favorite part of the day? Because you must need to, be able to really transition into that to stay motivated and inspired with what you do.
Sure. I mean, you're right, because oftentimes it can be a difficult practice. You are dealing with people who aren't necessarily at their best, and not all the, times are happy. But, like I said, helping people through that process, really feeling like I'm contributing in a positive way to their life, really keeps me motivated. Not every case or every scenario is always going to be a win. I often tell people in divorce, everyone loses. It's not, there isn't a clear winner and a clear loser. But helping them again transition through that phase and onto a better next phase of their life, it really is what helps me stay motivated.
Great. And what if a couple is going through a divorce or starting to explore what that separation may look like? What kind of advice or tip might you give them, or what suggestion may you give them to really explore before they start that journey?
I think, not to sound self-serving, but talking to a lawyer is, I think, a really important first step. Doesn't have to be me. It can be anybody. I would suggest that they do meet with a family law attorney. Sometimes people say, well, I met with my cousin or this, referral, and this person does business law or, practices contracts or property or something like that. They're not going to have the expertise in family law to really give, I think, good advice. But just taking that first step. I have a lot of people who meet with me who I may not hear for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, because they're just kind of finding out what would happen if I were to leave my spouse. What are the possible outcomes? And so I think just meeting with a lawyer, even if you're not going to retain that person, just getting some general feedback as to what, your options are.
And Monica, if someone did want to speak to you about what their options are, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Sure, they can call my office, and that number is 206-467-8000, or email me. Either way is, probably going to equally get a good response time. So.
Great. Well, I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. And I look forward to continuing to get to know you and work with you as a Network in Action member.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.